The UK is probably one of the best countries in the world, but it's completely gone downhill. Government are a joke. The police are a joke. Half of them are
This episode is not advice, but it might be the most brutally honest conversation we've ever recorded. Today's guest believes Bitcoin was created by says the crypto game is completely rigged, but breaks down exactly how people can still come out on top, and openly talks about addiction, losing everything, and rebuilding his life in Dubai. From getting his bank shut down, to six-figure trades, to rehab in Thailand, to now advising international projects.
I feel like our generation was the best one. Now, it's a lot easier for people to make money online. I feel the generation after us are kind of tech savvy. Some of them are on it, but then you get a lot of pussies as well.
This conversation isn't just about crypto. It's about chaos, comeback energy, and calling BS on the industry, the system, and society. If you're sensitive, skip this one. If you want the game, the mindset, and insights most people will never hear, buckle up. This is the Multipliers Club with JRCRYPTEX, James Richmond.
For the viewers who are tuned in, who may not know, can you give us an intro into who you are and what it is you do?
Cool. So great to obviously be here. Great to meet you guys today. I basically just do crypto content. Been in the crypto space for like 6.5, 7 years now. And I just do crypto content on Instagram, on YouTube. I also trade, and I've got a community on Telegram as well. And I just do basically content daily. I speak at some of the events as well. I'm an advisor for some crypto companies. I speak at some of the conferences.
Interesting. So we're in Dubai, and of course, a lot of people come up from the crypto industry. Equally, a lot of people fall down from the crypto industry, right? So how did you get into crypto, and how have you been able to be so successful within an industry which is just so volatile and up and down?
If I tell you how I got into crypto, probably get nicked after the podcast. No, joking. Basically, my banks got blocked in the UK, and I was looking for a way to, not because I was doing anything dodgy, just because obviously banks in the UK are
They don't like crypto, do they?
It was getting blocked for like international transfers and stuff. So I actually fell into crypto from to basically payments, a solution to move money around, basically. So that's kind of how I fell into it. Then I started learning about it, and then I fell into being a KOL and doing content on it because I saw that it's such an untapped market. Like, I think it's like maybe 5 or 7% of people in the world are in crypto, and with crypto adoption, there's going to be more and more people. So actually teaching people about crypto, I think there's a massive gap in the market for it. Most of the other influencers or key opinion leaders, whatever you want to call them, are pretty retarded, and there's not many people from the UK. So I just saw a massive gap in the market, and most of them are just shilling bullshit as well on courses and stuff, and they don't even know what they're talking about anyway. So I fell into it for payments, and then I started basically teaching people about crypto because just saw there's lack of talent.
What's been your sort of strategy then, since from the beginning up to now? Have you been like mainly trading, or you just buy and hold?
Heavily meme coins.
Okay.
Heavily meme coins. To be honest, I kind of go with the narrative, right? So crypto works in narratives. You obviously have NFTs. You had the ICOs before, then you have NFTs, like NFT season. Then you had like meme coins, then you have AI tokens, and obviously before you had gaming tokens as well. So it's just about really understanding when the next narrative, and really kind of jumping on that. And then all of the coins, or at least most of the coins in that narrative, will absolutely send, and then you can do some good returns. It's also been a lot about decentralized exchanges as well, because people don't really like using centralized exchanges as much as they used to. A lot of the volume is on decentralized exchanges. So I got into Hyperliquids quite early, which is a decentralized exchange. I bought it at $4.40. Their token went up to like $54. It's currently sitting about $35. Also got into Asta token as well at 47p, and it went up to like $2, over $2, currently sitting at just under $1 at the moment. So I think the most important thing is understanding the market and then just trying to jump on that next narrative. I don't always get it right, but I get it right more than I get it wrong. And as long as you're managing risk and you're only putting in what you can afford to lose, basically, and you're always taking profits, you're always going to be moving forward. So I don't really do it as gambling. I just do it as kind of because I understand the market like now. Obviously, being in it.
Talking about the meme coins, right? Am I right in? I'm far from a crypto expert. In fact, actually, I'm probably the worst crypto investor that you've ever met.
Yeah.
I buy high and sell low.
Yeah.
Don't buy
you
my
just need to
course.
reverse your strategy and then it'll be fine.
100%.
Just do the opposite.
Talking about the meme coins, am I right in saying a lot of meme coins are based on virality? So you had like that bloody peanut squirrel
Yeah.
thing, and then that went super viral. Dog with hat. So how do you know like what meme coins to look out for? Because like people are getting seriously rich off some of these meme coins, aren't they?
Sometimes. I'm not one of these people that's like heavily in the trenches with sniper bots. I was doing that stuff kind of a bit last year. It's more who you know. So I'm not actively sitting there looking for meme coins. Stuff will get sent through to me. I'll send it to my team. I'll have a look at it as well. If it looks good, we'll enter it. But I basically do it on the insider trading side of things where we know what's going to happen before it happens. We know there might be a listing or there might be, say, 20, 30 goods KOLs or half decent KOLs that are going to be calling the coin, in which case their communities are going to be buying, and then we can get an entry. Probably 9 out of 10 coins that I post, they will go up purely because we know what's going to happen before it happens. And then there's the other side of it, like that orangey guy who's like one of the best meme coin traders of all time. Apparently in the US, he does pretty well. He's sitting on the charts all day. He's looking for opportunities. That's the other way to do it. I can't be fucked to do that, to be honest. We just do it on insider trading.
So when you say a team, what's the team doing? What's the benefit of having a team in this space? Why do you need one?
Because obviously we're doing a lot of content. So I've got that side of the team. We've got an analyst as well that's sitting there looking at the market, researching. I'm sitting there looking at the market as well. My business partner's got a dev house. He's obviously got devs. He's got analysts in there as well. And he's got a whole marketing team, advertising team. I think from my side, it's about just creating as much noise as possible and doing all of the, you obviously know with social media, it's very time consuming, doing all of the content, and trying to be in front of the computer and do everything at once, and obviously networking at the same time.
You must, if from doing a lot of content, you also must get like loads of people, like, I guess scammers or people trying to give you tips that aren't actually that great, and then you have to.
Yeah, anyone that inboxes me saying buy this coin or invest in this coin, well, I don't listen. Only if it comes from one of my people, then I'll probably take it seriously.
And then what do you buy into that, and then you'll share it with other people,
Most
your
of the
communities
time.
as well.
Yeah.
And then people, what about like actually? Obviously, the hardest thing is actually knowing when to actually sell it, right? So
it's not always that's the thing, right? People think it's about just the entry. The entry's amazing. If you can get a good entry, obviously that's half of the job. Selling it's the other half of the job. And this is what a lot of people do wrong, right? They'll either get a bad entry at the top and there's a sell at the bottom, like he does.
Sad, right?
Or they will get a good entry, but then they just hold it, think it's going up a lot and it's going to keep going, right? The most important thing is always take profits. You can't just buy something. If you've done a 1x or 2x or 3x, that's amazing. The banks aren't going to be paying you that.
Yeah,
You're not
no
going to make
way.
that anywhere else, right? So you always need to take profits. I'll always take profits once I'm up 50%.
Do you find it difficult to, well, perhaps maybe not now, but in the early days, I think one of the hardest things with crypto is it's so easy to get to let the emotions get the better of you, right? Because you can lose like 60%, 70% overnight. And then that can be a very kind of dangerous place to be in emotionally, where you act on decisions which aren't backed by logic. And then on the flip side of that is what I've experienced is you could go up like 70%. It's like, oh, this is great. I'm going to go to the moon. I'm going to get a 10x. And then it just tanks, right? So like,
I've been in that situation a lot.
Yeah. How
times.
have you trained like the
How do you
emotional
manage that?
regulation there?
Oh, I haven't. Do you know what? I understand what you're saying. I get it. I just don't give a fuck now. I just don't care. If my portfolio goes to zero, I'll build up again. If it goes to moon, brilliant. You just have to not give a fuck, because before you'll get emotionally attached to it and then you'll have like mood swings and you'll be up and down. Now I just don't care. I'll always take profits. And I just don't care if the market's going up or down. Right now, my portfolio is down a lot compared to what it was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and like beginning of the year. I don't give a fuck. It'll go up at some point, hopefully.
Is that because you've already made a lot of money to secure yourself previously? You feel that way?
I'm always in profit. I'm never not in profit. I'm down on everything right now compared to what I was a week ago. But Hyperliquid, for example, I think sitting at $35. I bought it at $4.40.
Nice.
So yes, I'm down compared to where it was at $50, but I'm still way up. I've sold probably maybe 30%, 40% of what I had, but I've still got like the 60% left. Asta was 40, I got 47p. It's still sitting just under $1. So I'm still up a 1x on that, right? Yeah, it was at $2. I should have sold more than I did. I took out my initials, but I'm still up. Polkadot, I think my average price was maybe $30. That's sitting at $2 or $3. So that I'm down a lot on. But then I average out my portfolio and like I'm up if I average out everything. Solana, I think my average entry is under $100. It's sitting at like 160 now. So I'm still up on that.
Yeah, nice. Solana went up to 200 plus, right, at one point.
I think 300, 298 or 299, something maybe wicked past 300.
So
I think, yeah.
would you be happy to disclose like how much money you've made in your crypto career? Like, give us some of the juicy big wins.
Who's going to be watching the podcast? The tax man?
Well, we don't have to worry about HMRC. We're in Dubai, right?
Until I go back, if I'm allowed to go back. What, over the years?
Yeah, like over the years, and then also some of your biggest wins with certain coins, where it started to really kind of change your life.
It's been over 6 figures on certain coins. I'm very conservative compared to a lot of other people in crypto. A lot of other people in crypto, they will make millions and millions very quickly, and then they will lose it very quickly. Yeah. I'm more of a Web 2 guy that's come into crypto, so I won't make the kind of gains that they will make in terms of millions on one coin, but they're going to lose that. I will never lose that because then I'll move that out of crypto and put that into fiat, and then I'll basically invest in certain other things like bricks and water and property. So the biggest win is probably like 120, 130 on net on a coin. But I don't actually know how much I've got in crypto because number one, it's changing every single day. Number two, I got portfolios that I haven't even looked at since maybe 18 months or something on different ledgers. I keep it in about 9. I've got 9 ledgers, and then I've got Binance, OKX, Weeks Exchange. Who else do I use? Qcoin I don't use anymore. Mexi I don't use anymore. So yeah, I've got it on exchanges as well. And then I've got like loads of wallets with like money in that I don't look at. Like if I look at my phone, for example, I've got, but I don't like keeping the money on the
exchange.
Now on the wallets on the phone because it got hacked on Phantom. Okay. So I don't use Phantom anymore. I use Soulflare. So I've got like loads of, you can see like all of these.
Oh, they're all your different coins.
This one's currently got 70 grand in this one.
Yeah.
But look how many wallets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've got like dust in a bunch of these.
Why is that? Why do you have so many wallets? For security?
Just from different tokens. I don't like people to track what I'm doing. So I just have different, every coin that I basically snipe into or whatever, you'll always have a different wallet. Yeah. And then you'll have burner wallets. The reason being is burner wallets don't have the same seed phrase as the other wallets. Because what I had before on Phantom is I had one seed phrase that was connected to all of my wallets on that device. So if one of them got hacked, which it did, it wiped out every fucking wallet.
Really? How much did you lose?
I don't know. This is the problem. So, because I didn't go through all of them, I had about 100 wallets on there, or 80 wallets or something. My biggest wallet on there was like $4,500, and then I had like a 2K wallet on there. But then I had a bunch of dust with maybe a few $100s to. So I don't actually know because I haven't been through all of them. But the only wallets I was looking at was the main one and like the second one. And then it just goes at 4:30 in the morning. Every single wallet was just wiped.
Jake here. I'm the one missing from the podcast. Annoyingly, I didn't manage to get out to Dubai, so I'm listening just like you are. Before we dive back in, if you're enjoying it so far, just hit the subscribe button. It genuinely helps support the podcast, and it allows us to bring on even more amazing guests. Thank you for being here. Let's get back into it.
So what was your background before? What was you doing before crypto? Was there anything?
Fraud.
Oh, really?
Not joking. So I basically had a property recruitment company. Okay. So my background in terms of when I first started, I'd done like loads of different jobs. Then I fell into a state agency. I was an estate agent for about a year, just over a year. Had 3 or 4 different jobs in estate agency.
Is this back in the UK, London?
Yeah, this is back in London. And then from estate agency, I then tried to set up my own estate agency. That didn't work. Then I tried something new. I went into recruitment, and I was working in the city. I worked there for 1 month, thought it was really easy, and then I basically left there. It was like IT recruitment. And then I left there, and then I set up my own property recruitment agency, and I just kind of hit the ground running with it. The companies that I used to work at, they gave me jobs, like job roles to work on, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So when I went to go see the manager, which was my old manager, I said to him, look, what are the other recruitment agencies paying? Like, what's the job description, blah, 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 like all of this stuff. So I was kind of qualifying what he needs and how the other recruitment agencies work. And we were just mirroring it. And then I put some job ads on like Reeds, I think at the time Total Jobs. I'd advertise on Facebook. And then in the first month, I filled 3 vacancies with Anthony Pepe. He paid me like $10,000 in the first month. And this went from being on a complete basic salary to £10,000 in the first month, actually. It went from being complete basic salary, what we're talking 15 years ago now, which was like £12,000 a year, to then doing 10 grand in the first month. And then I just got the momentum, and I basically scaled up to 7 people, had a 3-story building. I say 3-story building, it's like a little shop in Barnet, and then we had a upstairs and a downstairs. Scaled that, started doing really, really well, high 6-figure turnover. And then I basically got addicted to drugs, started going in the morning, doing a bit of work, getting coke, doing a couple of lines, going to the pub, and then shit just went spiraled from there.
I'm interested to find out a bit more about that, right? Just purely because I come from the same industry. I was selling alternative investments from the age of 17, transitioned into recruitment because it was more ethical when I was 20. And as you know, recruitment isn't actually that ethical. So that speaks volumes on where I was before. But everyone is just bang on it all day, every day. So was it like, how did you get kind of dragged into it? Because I was in a similar place as well. Was it just part of that lifestyle for you?
It was so basically when I started making, I'm trying to think, it's when I started making good money.
Yeah.
And then I think I did it on a night out, and then just basically got hooked on it. And then got to the point where I was doing it like 5 days a week. Weekends I kind of recover, or maybe one day during the week I kind of recover, and then back on it the next week. But I'd do it, I wouldn't like going out and doing it. I'd do it during the day. And then it got to the point where you're sitting in your car in a car park at 3 a.m. in the morning, sniffing a line by yourself.
Ooh, that's when you know you got a problem.
That's when you know you got a problem.
You're drinking as well a lot.
Yeah, it will come hand in hand. So I couldn't drink without Coke. I couldn't do Coke without drink. It was basically come literally hand in hand.
Were you able to operate in business productively?
Absolutely not. No. I was a fucking mess. Couldn't even speak. My jaw was all over the place.
So is that why did the business
Tongue was hanging out.
did the business come crashing down because of
It
that?
came crashing down for 2 reasons. Number one, I wasn't turning up I was turning up every day for about 2 hours, and I was the main one doing the deals, which was bringing in revenue. The staff were doing deals, but not as much like deals as I was doing. So that was one of the reasons. Another reason is I basically took out a business loan just before Brexit, tripled the size of the business, thinking that it was going to be a positive after Brexit. After Brexit, every single property company, construction company, property investment firm, everyone cut down hiring by like 70, 80%. So where I had tripled the size of the business, got new staff, paying big salaries, I got like even a phone contract. I signed up for this phone contract, which was like a 3-year contract for like £1,000 a month just for these fancy phones and shit. I was doing stupid stuff like that. Sign advertising contracts, things that I couldn't get out of, and then basically just had to liquidate the company.
And then is that when you decided to come here, or?
No, after that, what did I do after that? After that, I moved to Cyprus. I was living in between Cyprus and Thailand, and then I basically took maybe 3-4 months off. Then I can't remember what came first because I set up a cleaning company as well. I think this came after. I moved to like Cyprus for a bit. In between Cyprus and Thailand, and then I set up a cleaning company, and then I set up a property investment firm as well, which is basically selling off-plan in flats in Liverpool. That didn't really work out. cleaning company was just a fucking headache. Dealing with cleaners, it's low ticket prices. To make money from that, you need to do crazy volume. The cleaners are unreliable, and then if there's a problem, the estate agent would phone you up. You have to go back, and then you're all of a sudden you're not making money. You're taking a loss. It's a headache business.
Going back to when you were involved, like in the drugs, right? So how did you come away from that? What was the process for you to kind of get away from that noise? Because I've been in situations before where it can just be like self-destruct mode occasionally. Your brain doesn't think logically when you're continuously putting bad substances within your body, right? So like, what was the changing moment for you?
I tried to stop a lot. I was going to the NA meetings. And I just used to think these lot are fucking off their nut in these NA meetings, but I was one of them as well. So sitting there judging them all, and I was like, fuck me, well, I'm here for a reason. I used to go to them. They're good. I can see how they work. It didn't really work for me. I got like 2 weeks clean from that. Went to rehab in Thailand and stayed at rehab for like 2.5 weeks. And then left and got back on it like the next day after that in Thailand. Then I was back and forth between Cyprus. I was trying to like stay out of the UK because I thought the UK was a problem. And
What
like
year
kind
was
of being
this
in that
roughly?
environment.
Was this when London was still good or starting to decline?
I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what I'd done last week, let alone what year. I'm just trying to think if it was post or pre-COVID. It would have been pre-COVID. I think maybe 2017 to 2020, something along those years. I'm just guessing now. Maybe a bit later.
Yeah. So was it for you? You didn't want to go back into an environment where like you could slip into old habits quite easily. Yeah, that makes sense.
Basically.
How did you manage to break it in the end then?
I got to the point where it would go from 5 times a week to 3 times a week. And then I got to a point where I was doing it once a week and then once a month. I managed to slow it down because I really started to hate it. As much you love it and you hate it. You want that first line, and after you've had that, it's downhill from there. And then I kind of managed to just cut it down. And then when my son came along, I completely knocked it on the head, and I just haven't done it since. So yeah, it was basically when my son came along. He's
When was that?
3 years old. Yeah.
Is he living out here with you?
He's living out here. Yeah. So we were traveling a lot before. We go to Thailand, we're backwards and forwards to the UK. And as soon as I went back to UK, I just literally slip up immediately. So it's basically coming out here, and then when my son came along, it was kind of just completely
So
stopped.
interesting as well, because it can go two polar opposite ways. Like some people having a kid, it's the pivotal moment where you change and you have something to really set an example for. And then other people just go progressively down an even worse spiral, right?
Yeah.
So I think that speaks volume about your character. You're a good lad in that sense. Being in Dubai, I get you don't have access to the session, I suppose, in the same
A lot of
way.
people do it over here. A lot of the Brits come over here.
That's
but
dangerous.
Definitely wouldn't recommend it. No. It's fucking
way,
dangerous.
man.
Yeah.
But you do hear little people,
There's a lot of horror
got a lot
stories and
worse.
stuff over here, where a lot of the Brits will come over. There's that girl that's currently in prison that it was in the newspapers.
Yeah,
that
she's
blonde
all
girl.
over Instagram.
What's her name? I can't even remember now. She's currently in prison for a long time as well. I think she's caught with quite a bit. You had the Ahana, is it Ahana brothers?
Yeah.
They got done. I reckon they're on thingy bail. I don't know if they're fully off.
They got released about.
I want
3
them
weeks
on the
ago.
pod. I outreached them, but they didn't come back to us.
They put a video out. They were inside for about 6 months. You know, Samuel's like a very fresh cut guy, always a good treat, mate. He came out looking like he's been in the Sahara Desert for like 5 years.
Yeah.
But he ran with it for a while.
Yeah.
I think he's had a trim now, but I was thinking, are you going to get a trim? He must have
I
liked
would
the look.
actually argue though that was good for that brand.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about that, wasn't they? I guess it's
Are
how
they
you,
on bail or is a case completely done?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
I'm
don't
not sure.
know. You can't really believe too much what they say anyway. If they're like,
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
if they
the
are-
talk was they got caught with like huge amounts of drugs and they were part of this big drug gang, etc. But I mean, from that perspective, they were just like, look, we had a party. There was some stuff there. It was personal use. We like to get fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're really sorry and they won't do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
They're still out here now, aren't they?
I believe so.
I see.
Yeah, they're still out here now. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's scary, right? Like taking those kind of risks over here can then back.
It's not worth it. Like, you might as well just fly out the country, go to like Mexico or
Go somewhere
Europe or
else.
just anywhere
Or
else.
Bali.
Anywhere,
Yeah.
just not the Middle East or Asia. Asia, you'd be fucked as well.
Yeah.
How has
yeah.
Dubai changed it for you then, mindset-wise? Like being in the city, you've been here for how long now?
About 6 years.
About 5 or
roughly.
6 years.
Yeah.
So run us through your experience in Dubai. Has it really helped you, because you're extremely successful? Has Dubai really helped you level up, would you say?
Do you know what? That's a problem with success, right? Is where I was 10 years ago, where I was 5 years ago, where I was even 4 years ago, is like 1,000% better. But then when you actually get to where you kind of want to be, so say like me 10 years ago, I would be looking up to me right now, being like, what the fuck, I wish I could be there, right? But then when you get there, you're always looking up to, it feels like you're nowhere near where you want to be.
You're gonna be at
Yeah.
the
You're always chasing. But it's just weird when people say successful, kind of, I look at it like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Like, it kind of, everything looks good. Yes, I'm doing well. Yes, we're building, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Where do you want to be? What's the goal? Like, where's the vision?
I don't know, because then I want to be somewhere else as well when I get there. That's the problem.
Yeah. What's the 5-year goal or vision?
I don't really have goals. I just focus on today. And I know that sounds a bit like cliche, but when I used to have goals, shit used to go wrong.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about, all right, what do I want to do for 5 years? And I was planning for it 5 years, right? Or for next year or year after. And if I just focus on today, when tomorrow comes, focus on tomorrow and have all the little wins, what I want to be in 5 years, I would have over exceeded what's it called? Like expectations. Like, I would be kind of ahead.
It's really interesting to you say that as well, because I can totally relate to that. It's like, if you were to look at yourself 10 years ago, so 10 years ago, if you could go in a time machine and see where you are today, you're probably like, whoa, like I've made it. But then you get there and then you want something else. And I suppose that's why people like Elon Musk, who are billionaires, now they're trying to overtake space and send the bloody rockets
He's
to
conquered
Mars.
Earth. He's like, fuck
Literally,
it.
it's like
Earth's too easy for me. I'm going to
It's
Mars.
time for another planet.
I also
So
think
will it
things
ever
change so
stop?
quick. Things change so quick as well. You know, like you have a 5-year goal, but like literally, like in our business, like we'll say, oh, we're gonna do this by this next year, but then in a month, something mad's
Mate,
changing. Our whole
even, like-
dynamic of our business is going a different direction, and then
Yeah.
suddenly it's a different
Yeah,
direction. So
Even like a
so
6-month goal just never really. It depends what aspect of life I feel like, but yeah, things just change too quick, and that's a good thing. You should be able to pivot.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, in some aspects I've done it before where I'll map out like a full business plan, and although it didn't go as I thought it was going to go in the business plan, the actual key checkpoints, I look back after a year, I'm like, okay, I actually ticked them all off in the order I said I was going to tick them all off, so it must stand for
it's
something.
in a different way, yeah.
But I think having like a direction of where you want to go is a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, not too much pressure, knowing that you're going to pivot along the way. It's things like, to be honest, I've just moved here. Now I'm trying to. Be out
you've
here.
moved here full
Yeah,
time?
yeah. So
Okay,
I wanted
sick.
to. I first came I first came 10 years ago. My sister moved here 11 years ago, and literally from then I wanted to move here, and obviously it's changed a lot. I've been coming for 10 years. It's changed a lot out here. But like yesterday, I was just walking around the marina. It's the small things that I'm always someone that I'm always focused on wanting more, looking into the future. I don't really ever have too much gratitude probably, or how much you should have day to day. But actually being out here, I've had that. Like yesterday, just doing a work call for an hour, but walking around marina, I was like, this is fucking sick. Like even earlier, I got a Lime scooter thing just around marina to come meet these boys. I was just smiling along the way, just like, this is so fucking cool. Like back home, I'd be still getting my thermals on, doubling up my socks right now, getting my gloves on, like, do you know what I mean? Ready to leave the house in the rain or de-ice my car. Here, I'm just whizzing around the marina, looking at yachts and in the sun, and it's just like, yeah.
Is there anything?
Very quick break from the podcast. It's Luke here from the Multipliers Club. If you're building a business or personal brand and want help with your content, paid ads, funnels, or anything AI, message us on Instagram at Harvey_Warrington_media. We've been helping brands, businesses, and entrepreneurs grow for over 6 years now. So DM us the letters TMC, and we'll book you in for a completely free strategy session to see how we can help. You can also DM us on the Multipliers Club.
Is there anything, whilst we're on Dubai as well, so you've been out here for over half a decade. Does this feel like home for you, or are there perhaps things you miss about the UK? Do you see yourself ever going back to the UK?
If it gets better, I think, look, the UK is probably one of the best countries in the world.
Yeah.
But it's completely going downhill. It's completely gone downhill. The government are a joke. The police are a joke. Half of them are gay.
It's true, though. It's true.
Yeah, they're like. I went to Canada, yeah, and the thing is, guys from Canada, people look at them and be like, they're pussies, right? But I went to Canada. These police are like fucking 7 foot tall, yeah. Walking through the airport, I was like, all right, if I have a scrap with one of these, I'm not coming out of that. Like, these guys are serious guys, yeah. These Canadians. You go to, and same with the Americans, they don't fuck about, right? You go to UK and you see the police, and there's some fucking 5 foot school kid or some transgender or some gay geezer with purple hair. It's like, if it actually comes to it, these are the lot that's coming to like back something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I think. How old are you lot?
I'm 27.
30,
31.
43, 31.
So we're all like similar age. I feel like our generation was like the best one. Yeah. Now it's a lot easier for people to make money online. I feel the generation like after us are kind of tech savvy.
Yeah, proper.
But
they're crushing it. There's a lot of like 20-year-olds, but only the savages that are like up for making
Some of them are like on it, but then you get a lot of pussies as well.
Yeah.
You get a lot of I mean the tech ones that do really well, they're like good, but they're killing it. But there's also a lot of pussies, I think, from the
same with our generation, to be fair. But it's only getting worse.
Well, technically, actually, you are Gen Z.
Am I?
Yeah.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to offend you.
You're Gen Z. I'm just about
Where's
on
the
cusp.
bracket?
So
27.
1996, I believe.
I'm
1996, 97 is the bracket.
I'm 98.
But you're like on the cusp of being a millennial still.
Yeah, I count myself as
Borderline.
Whatever the other
But
one
with
is.
the Gen Zs, I mean, like we hire Gen Zs. We've got we've got some really talented content creators in the UK. But with Gen Zs, they're sensitive. They're really sensitive, and like they really value work-life balance. A lot of them would rather actually have work-life balance than to be rich, and that's okay. It's just kind of learning how to get the best out of those people. Whereas I think our generation's perhaps the last generation that believe in hard work, go, 7 days a week. Is it a good thing that it's changed? I don't know. Is it a bad thing?
Everyone else like, wants to work at home, etc. Like, because they're used to that, whereas it didn't used to be like that.
But then you come here and everyone's just up for hustling, working, grinding,
and that's a beautiful thing.
That's the good thing. That's 100%. What I like out here. Everyone's just here to make it.
It's good over here in that retrospect, but the problem is you never get peace here.
Yeah.
You're always on to the next thing, the next meeting, the next networking thing, doing more content. It's good to come over here and build, but the one thing I found here is it's very hard to get peace, because like it's just normal for someone to phone you on a Sunday. All right, cool, let's meet up, let's do this deal, let's do that, blah, blah. In the UK, it's like you'll be out with your family, you're having a Sunday roast, right? Over here, it's non-stop, which is good if you're building, but at some point you want to be taking a break from it as well. Yeah. It's got its pros and cons. I think the weather as well in the summer, because when it's colder, I'm always I operate better in the cold. When it's hot, I just get lazy and tired.
Yeah,
early.
When you say cold, do you mean Dubai winter?
Yeah, like now it's getting a lot better. I was here in the summer and it's just like by mid-afternoon I'm just fucked.
Yeah. Would you not just get out for summer?
On a flight ban.
Are we allowed to disclose or kind of talk about why you were on a flight ban?
We can't talk too much about the details, but basically I swore at someone. My community was scammed. I was scammed. I swore at someone, and now I'm being done for hurting another's feelings, bad language using technology. So my advice to anyone is don't swear at anyone over here.
Don't do it on a phone,
especially not on a phone.
But just to elaborate on that slightly, without going into the details, the person that scammed you called the police on you because you hurt his feelings.
Basically,
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Here it's very much about Here it's very much about who reports first as well, and how
Yeah.
the case is put together. And it's the UK laws very different. You'll have certain defences that you can put in, and it's the law here is a bit different from certain
Yeah.
other countries.
So do you do promoting for like crypto coins? People that start coins, will you get paid to do promotions or get tokens to promote them? Do you do that sort of stuff?
I do. It depends a lot now on the coin. I'm quite picky in terms of the coins that I'll promote. I'm turning down about 2 to 3 deals a week at the moment because most of them are just trench coins. The market's not good, and I'm kind of going in a bit of a different direction.
What direction are you trying to go in now?
So see, I'm basically going down the educational route, right? Now the problem with promoting loads of coins is when I'm going down the educational route and I go and post something, I need to remember most of these guys don't have a clue about crypto and they're looking up to me for it. So they might not be managing risk, they might lose money or whatever. So that's why I just need to be very, very careful. We're also doing work with some venture capital companies as well. We're also working on a government contract with another country. So there's a lot of eyes on my social media right now where I can't just be posting anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching probably the last 8 weeks. I've calmed down a lot. Most of the stuff before, like I was posting a coin that went from 2.5 mil to like 60, 70 mil. A lot of the stuff it did well. I posted at the right time, but they're trench coins that are going to rug at some point. They're not going to do well at some point. So people can make money if they know the markets, but if they're just a retail and they see it at 2.5 mil and then 60 mil, they might think it's going to 100, 200, 300. They don't know, right? So they might still lose money. So I've just calmed down the promotion a lot, to be honest. I'm still doing it, but I do a lot of checks, more than I was doing before.
How talking about checks, right? So, like, how do you differentiate a scam coin to a non-scam coin? And just to elaborate on that question slightly, aren't they all kind of scam coins to a degree?
Oh, they're all fucking scams. Yeah.
But you
Market
make money
fuck.
from the scam.
Including Bitcoin, that's the biggest scam of them all.
You think so? Interesting.
Cut that bit. Meant to be a crypto influencer. I need to get back into the crypto's great. Buy Bitcoin.
I'd be really interested to see your take on this actually, because I've like gone down rabbit holes. I'm like, what do these bloody dog with hat? Like, what does this do? It doesn't do anything really, does it? Like, you can make money from it, I suppose, but like, what's the purpose of a lot of these coins?
Zero. It's all hype. It's speculation. All of the BNB coins that started sending recently were all CZ from Binance. He wanted to bring people over to Binance. When coins on Tron network were sending last year, they were all from Justin Sun, the owner of Tron, to bring volume to the chain. The whole market's manipulated. If CZ does a tweet, the market goes up or down. If Donald Trump does a tweet, the same thing. All of these coins mean nothing, but you can still make a lot of money on them. You can make a lot of money, but you need to know how to do it, or you need to know someone on the inside, or you need to know when something's launching, or you just need that information, then you can make money. It's difficult. It's very difficult.
Give me your take on Bitcoin. Talk to me about that.
So my take on Bitcoin is, and this is going to be a whole conspiracy bullshit, right? But let's see. This is what I genuinely believe, but people are going to call it conspiracy theory. So I think that Bitcoin was made by the CIA to onboard people into digital currency. So what's the best way to onboard people into digital currency? Launch a coin on the blockchain and make it keep going up, and obviously bull market, bear market, halvings, all this bullshit, right? Then you get influencers like myself and hundreds of thousands of others that are going to speak about it. Then you get other people making cryptocurrencies, and then all of a sudden your marketing's all done for you, your advertising's all done for you. I'm sitting here telling people how to buy coins and stuff. So eventually we're only going to have probably Bitcoin and then the centralized currency. That's what I believe, that Bitcoin and crypto itself was made to onboard people and educate people on how to.
It's definitely a weird thing that there's the whole mysterious
Satoshi Nakamoto,
yeah, like
Nakamoto.
yeah,
Really.
and
Nakamoto.
no one knows who he is or where he exists and all this sort of thing. It's a bit.
Is there any kind of evidence that would lead towards what you're saying, other than just
Zero.
your opinion? Yeah.
Yeah. It
It's
makes
interesting
sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
make sense for sure. Just the only thing I'm thinking is, how would they transition Bitcoin, which is designed in theory to be under the market and like to be incognito, right? Like the new cash. How would they transition Bitcoin to digitalized, regulated currency?
Well, the thing is, they've bought enough of it to control it and manipulate it anyway. I think, I'm just trying to think of the figures. I think Bitcoin is controlled by like 36% in terms of by governments, institutes, and big players in crypto. It might even be more than that, right? You can control a coin at that level with 1% or 2%. So having like 36% between some key players, they can fully control it, manipulate it, and move the market up and down as they want.
Yeah,
Which they do.
And they control the media as well, which is that's basically what they do.
that leads me on to my next question. So, you know, they say crypto moves in cycles, 4-year cycles. The market goes bearish, then it goes bullish. If your theory is correct, would that not mean that those cycles are actually man-made cycles within themselves?
Pretty much. I mean, the halving doesn't really do anything anymore. The Bitcoin halving, and I feel like I still believe we're in the 4-year cycle, but I feel like it's an extension of the 4-year cycle, because from what I'm seeing in the charts, we should hit all-time high between August and November 2025. And now we're currently on the 5th of November and we're not doing that good. So I believe, and I said this before as well, look, this is when we're going to hit all-time high. However, every single cycle and every single year, there's always an extension, which can be a couple of months or a bit longer. So I'm kind of seeing it as next year. But then what everyone is thinking and what everyone is predicting is always going to do the opposite if too many people are thinking a certain thing.
Because that's the whole point of
think
whoever's manipulating it, is that they want people to, because then they can make the most
Exactly.
money from it. So it's just always
100%.
like, okay, cool. Because every year, I don't follow it too much, but I have money in crypto, so I kind of watch it every now and again. And then it's like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. So now we're ahead of the curve. But no, you're not ahead of the curve. Everyone's saying the same thing. You can't be ahead of everyone because everyone's saying the same thing. And then they just fucking change it, don't
Do you
they?
think it will hit all-time highs? Not ever. I'm talking at this period with how the market's looking right now. Do you think we'll go back into bear market?
I'm really in two minds right now, if I'm being honest. I think we have potentially already hit all-time highs, but this is just looking purely at the monthly chart on the technical side of things. It's looking like we've already hit all-time highs, but I feel like we haven't, because they're fully manipulating the market and they're going to send the market next year. I feel like there's a massive extension on it. So I'm completely in two minds. If we fall, I can't remember the levels off the top of my head, but if we fall past a certain level, then I'm going to have confirmation that we're in the bear market. But there again, technical analysis means fuck all, because Donald Trump can go and tweet something and then the market sends. So the best time to do technical analysis and trading is in a bear market, when there's like not a lot of interest and it's just moving sideways. That's like the best time. Trading now is very, very difficult, like extremely difficult.
What happened the other week was a madness.
Oh, like 200
biggest-
influencers killed themselves or something.
way.
Like that.
The
Yeah,
biggest
I didn't know that.
liquidation ever in crypto, wasn't it?
yeah.
What happened?
Market just
I don't
Completely
keep up to date
tanked,
with
innit?
crypto
like
anymore.
mad,
Yeah.
like just tanked. Biggest liquidation of like crypto history.
Wow, and two influencers took their life because of.
I think it was about 200. That's the thing in the media, you don't know, right? It was definitely some Ukrainian, one of the biggest influencers in Ukraine. He used to do like very, very high leverage with other people's money, and he lost tens of millions. I think he got wiped out on that and he killed himself. And then apparently a bunch of other influencers killed themselves as well.
Blimey. That's mad.
But that's why I do leverage, I do trading, I do all this stuff. But again, I'm a Web 2 person in Web 3. A lot of these guys will go fucking all in. So that works, and that's how some of them have made stupid money. But on the other ones, it doesn't work, and then they end up losing everything or killing themselves.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be more conservative with it, and be more safe. Like, kind of money is the root of all evil, and it's a tool that you use. As long as you have enough money to do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it within reason, and you're still building, you've got all the time in the world. People say you need to do everything now, blah, blah. You don't. There's no rush. Like, if you die, innit? But there's no point in rushing, going all in on something that might potentially set you back 5 years. I'd rather just be conservative with it and just grow gradually.
It's definitely the right strategy to have. I suppose even being conservative in crypto is still very high risk to a degree. Or maybe not if you have researched like you are? Would you say what you do is pretty low risk now?
Always risky. Crossing the road's risky, innit? It might get run over by some fucking cream driver, especially out here. It's always risky, but it's more calculated risk. I invested in a coin actually called Cardano. Not ADA, not Cardona, it's called Cardano. The team, I can't remember fully, but I done my research last year. And even last cycle, I've been holding the coin for a while and I bought a lot more last year. Solid project. Team are very experienced. They put out a tweet the other day. They're stopping working on the project because of market conditions. The whole fucking thing tanked. I lost a bunch of money. I can't remember what I put into it. But you can do all the research in the world. Everything looks good. And the team just step away from it and then the project's fucked. So, I mean, it's just about hedging your bets, back in teams that you think might do well, back in projects you think might do well. Some of them win, some of them lose, but just don't go all in. Take profits, you lose money, so what? Numbers on the screen. Just pick yourself up and continue, and at some point you'll win.
Yeah.
What's the main objective with the content side of things right now? What are you working on that side?
That's actually a really good question. The honest answer is I don't have a clue. I actually don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing. So with a recruitment company, with the staff, and even with myself, what I used to say is we never used to have targets. Yeah, if you book X amount of interviews, you do X amount of new business. I'll work it all out backwards, right? So you do X amount of interviews, or X amount of calls will equal X amount of interviews. Then X amount of people get the job. They'll accept it, blah, blah, and then you can work everything out backwards, what you need to do. It's the same with content, but in terms of I just do lots of content and see what happens. And yeah, I don't really have a plan. I'm going to be doing a lot more trading content. I've been doing a mixture of content, obviously, on YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to be doing a lot more trading content now, a lot more educational content I'm going to be doing, and I just see what route I go down.
Who's the target audience? Did you say it's beginners? New
I want to start targeting more UK, to be honest, because I feel like, and CIS region's very good, like Russia, Ukraine, Uzbekistan. I do other stuff as well, and we've got massive CIS community. I've got a translator there though, and they have to. I don't know if you've seen sometimes the webinars I do in my stories. I post my story. So we have a lot of leaders over like MLM, but legit MLM, not dodgy stuff. With like proper business behind it. So I've got a massive community in Russia and Ukraine and this kind of region. But my wife's Russian, so I'll probably get her to manage that side of things, and then we'll grow that. But I really want to start focusing on UK, just because when you're in Dubai, you meet a lot of people from different countries, and you realise that people from the UK are genuinely a lot smarter than most other people in the world. You start to realise, like even the Americans, I'm like, how the fuck are you guys the most powerful country in the world? These guys are all retarded. Like literally, they're all retards. Yeah. The ones that I know anyway. You'll probably get some smart ones. It must do, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at other countries. I'm like, fucking, these lot are spastics. UK people, I think, the smartest people in the world. Genuinely. That's probably why we conquered so many countries, isn't it?
We were really good at conquering countries.
We'd be fucked now, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, super fucked. Especially with our police force.
Yeah. And the I don't know what the army's like, but if it's anything like the police force, then we're double fucked.
Well, they used to.
Quick pause while we tell you about one of our businesses. So my name is Jake and I run Dial a Flight Concierge. We look after high net worth individuals, people you may see on the TV, YouTube, football pitch, or someone you just might see in the boardroom. Essentially, we take care of everything travel related, securing the best rates and finding the best route for them to travel. We are a travel agency first and a concierge company second, available 24 hours around the clock and easy to get hold of on WhatsApp. If you're looking to go away or you have a corporate trip planned, please follow along on our socials and you'll see exactly how we can help you. At The Travel Entrepreneur, tagged somewhere around this video. Let's get back to the podcast.
Well, they used to say we had the best navy in the world. One of the best navies in the world.
I didn't realise, you know how small our army is? It's
Very
actually
small.
tiny.
I think
How
it's
small
less
is
than
it?
the capacity
It's
of
like
Wembley Stadium.
100,000 people in our army compared to some countries that have like
Millions.
millions.
Wow.
I didn't realise. I thought we were still like one of the most powerful armies in the world, but
I
we're
think
not.
we've
at
always
all.
leaned on the fact that we're super strong allies with America.
And I think our specialities, like the special forces and like the
Yeah.
navy and stuff, we're really elite at the top level. But they're like the smallest group. It's just we're very, very elite at training.
It's very
and that side of
difficult to attack the UK as well. If you look where it's positioned, it's like very difficult because
You just need a rubber dinghy, mate.
Oh yeah, true.
Throw your passport
Getting attacked
away,
daily,
rubber
innit?
dinghy, and free accommodation. You know,
Mate,
Yeah,
it's pretty
no,
scary.
yeah.
Putin was like, you know, when we was piping up a bit, and he was like, I can literally obliterate your whole island. He said, I press one button and your whole island's obliterated.
but you know why that would never happen though is because despite our army being small, we still have a big nuclear stronghold in. We've got a lot of nuclear weapons that are positioned all around different places in the world. Cyprus is a big military base for the UK.
Yeah.
Strategically placed because it's so easily accessible to the Middle East. And then you've got the US that always back us as well. But going back to your point about the UK, it's interesting because I agree. We've got some excellent entrepreneurs from the UK, right? Why do you think that is? Like, why people from the UK tend to actually do so well in business? There's always bad stuff about the UK, but there's a lot of good people that come out of that country. A lot of good
literally
things.
they come out. That's the thing. They come from the UK.
They leave.
That's the
That's
thing, and
also
they're
a good
here.
point.
It's all the smartest ones have ended up here.
What do you think breeds that in our culture?
I don't actually know. I don't know, to be honest. I feel like people in the UK, not everyone, because you obviously get retards everywhere, especially in the UK. There's a lot of them there as well. But just in general, I think people from the UK have better initiative, more of a kind of go out and get it mentality.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one. I don't actually know, because I don't know. I grew up in the UK, so I don't know what other countries are like, because maybe all the countries are similar or they're different. I don't really know what we've got that's different from other places. Like America used to have the American dream. Now it's like the Dubai dream.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's because UK people are more relatable. They get the sense of humor. As soon as I'm trying to have banter with the Americans, they get offended. Like fully, they do not understand the banter.
They don't understand sarcasm, do they?
Yeah, exactly.
all.
When I'm having banter with my CIS guys, all I need to do is say something funny, but then just laugh, because they will just mirror me. So they will laugh at anything as long as I start laughing, right? And then they get it. They've got a really good sense of humor. But you just have to, a lot of it gets lost in translation. So most of the time we're laughing about not fucking understanding what each of us are saying. But no, they're actually solid, them guys. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think it might be like initiative and just a sense of humor side of things.
I think it's very interesting. If you look at our heritage, like we're an island of invaders, basically, and warriors and
Bunch of
conquerors.
pirates, innit?
Yeah. So I think if you take that into the modern world, you can't really jump on a ship and rob people anymore. I suppose you could, but it's more like you conquer through business and building things. That's the new way to flex, isn't it? I suppose.
That's actually a really good answer. I'm going to steal that one.
Yeah. Make sure we short that. Because back in the day, like your way of flexing would be you might kill another man and you'd steal one of their badges and you put it on your suit. And you'd be like, oh, I stole this from William III of Israel. But nowadays,
You still
wear an
market
AP
share.
or Loro Piano fabrics. That's the new accolade, isn't it?
No, 100%.
So what sort of like business deals are you doing out here? What things are you working on when you're having meetings out here in Dubai?
A lot of people ask to meet up, like crypto exchanges or projects or people wanting investment. Or this is one thing actually with Dubai is a lot of people always looking for investment. They're always looking. They're like, oh, I've got this, and they give you the roadmap and the thing, pitch deck and whatever. They want you to invest in it. In terms of, I'm not really doing any deals at the moment. I do the advisory. I'm advising a big event, like a crypto event. It's in February. It's called Web3 Expo. I'm doing the advising for that, and we're doing crypto gaming, and it's like 15,000 people going to be attending. I'll be speaking and stuff there. At the moment, really, I'm just gonna be doing content. I think we're in an attention economy. I can only see it getting bigger. You need to start now. You need to master it, and you need to become the best version of yourself at content, because very shortly, the people that are competing right now, there's only going to be multiplying. And it's like businesses, right? It's like jumping on the trends. Content's been there for a while, but I feel like it's getting massive and massive and massive, but it's getting very competitive. So it's just about continuing to build that foundation. and being and staying one of the main voices within the crypto space. Because a lot of the people in the crypto space, they don't really focus on Instagram either. Not
Twitter,
many
Twitter
of them.
or
Yeah,
X
it's mainly
or whatever.
Twitter. So, and the retail is not on Twitter. The retail's on Instagram. So for me, it's just about keep building up the YouTube, building up the Instagram, and seeing where it goes. That's all I'm focusing on. It's just tunnel vision on content.
Amazing. And where can people find you? What are your socials if they want to follow along?
JRCRYPTEX.
JRCRYPTEX.
Yeah. YouTube, Instagram are the main ones.
Good stuff. Cool. We're going to end, before we finish, we're just going to hit you with some quick fire questions, all right? So
Cool.
straight into it. Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Ethereum.
Ethereum or Solana?
Ethereum.
Binance or Coinbase?
Binance.
Crypto or real estate?
Crypto.
YouTube or Instagram?
Instagram and YouTube. Instagram.
UK or Dubai?
Dubai.
Centralized or decentralized?
Decentralized.
Ledger or exchange?
Ledger.
Okay, so Cartier or Rolex?
Rolex.
Rolex or AP?
Rolex.
Rolex or Patek?
Rolex.
AP or Patek?
AP.
Yeah, that's me done. If somebody had $1,000 to invest, what should they do with it?
If I had $1,000 to invest in crypto, I'd probably spend, and I knew nothing about it, like my advice to someone, probably spend about $100 or $150 on just maybe some education, a course or something, but just really filter out the bullshit, right? Because there are some good courses out there, but 90% of them are shit. So just find something good, or find the information on YouTube if you can. And then just buy some coins with the other 900 or the other 800, and you'll probably lose money. But if you can learn something from that, how expensive is it to go to university? How expensive is it to do courses and whatever? Make sure what you're buying, you just learn how to buy, how to sell, do some research, put money in like 4 or 5 different coins. It doesn't matter if you make money. As long as you learn something from that, and then you can keep improving, eventually you will make money in crypto. So $1,000 or £1,000, it shouldn't just be to make money. It should be to learn something from it, because everyone that I know that's came into crypto, including myself, we've always lost money. And then when you lose money, you start making money. So I'd say kind of don't just invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum. Probably lose the money. That'd be the best lesson you can have.
That is the first answer I've ever heard. Where
Like
you're
that.
just like, just lose it, man.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
lose it. Right. Dubai or London?
Dubai,
Dubai or New York?
Dubai,
Dubai or Lisbon?
Dubai,
Dubai or LA?
Dubai.
Another question. So, what do you think right now is good to get into? Is it like altcoins, the meme coins, or would you invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum? What?
Long term or short term?
Okay, good question. Let's do both. Like, what would be
Short
the
term,
different strategies?
Asta, Hyperliquid. I think Sui's going to do well. Solana's a good price right now. It's not always what to buy. It's when to buy it and when to sell it. Like if something dips and there's an opportunity, take the opportunity and be happy with a 50% or 30% or 20% increase, like depending where the coin's going. Depending if it's a big coin or small coin. Like obviously Solana, if you can enter it now and you do 20-30%, that's good, right? But yeah, I'll say probably Solana, Hyperliquid, and Asta as the main ones.
I think right now, as of November the 5th, because I don't know when this is going to be released, Bitcoin's on about 101. Is that right? Do you think it's going to drop under?
I'm just trying to think on my charts what I'm seeing. I think about 92 to 94. People are saying 100K is a psychological level.
Yeah.
So then we're going to fall slightly under that between 96 to 98. But everyone's saying the same thing. So I think we're going to fall even lower than that to 92 to 94.
That's my logical brain says if it goes under 100, that it drops a lot. Like just because of that.
We could
barrier.
even realistically see 60 to 70.
That'd be definitely a good time to buy.
Last
I'll be buying.
cycle, yeah, it will be a very good time to buy.
Yeah.
Last cycle, we fell about 48 or 50%,
Yeah.
and then we went up. Now, that will put us at around $60,000, I think. We went to about 125, about around $60,000. So it's possible. Anything's possible. I'll have my opinion. You guys have your opinion. The top crypto experts have their opinion. Eric Trump was posting buy Ethereum, it's going up, and all of this bullshit. I think back end of last year or last time he posted it, right? And then it went down like 30 or 40%. So no matter who it is in the world, everyone's going to have an opinion. But one of my favorite sayings is crypto does what crypto wants. Like we can all sit here and think it might do this and that. It's going to do what it wants. We just have to kind of just react. Accept it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, look, it's been a great episode. Appreciate you coming on. It's been a
Great
good
to
chat.
see you guys.
Thank you so much, mate.